Does item level matter? Well, we're about to find out. Roll it. Greetings everyone and welcome to the year 2023. They told me to be positive about this new year and I have no idea what they're talking about because I'm absolutely very positive we're going to screw this year up too. But regardless of what I think, I do hope you all have a better year and above all, in good health. Quick muchos gracias to all my channel members who spend money on me, and if you're new around here and haven't subbed to me already, feel free to do so. It's absolutely free. So does item level actually matter? That is a subject that I'd like to talk about, because if you ask most people, they will blindly say it doesn't matter. And the main reason that pushes people to say this is because they probably beat someone that had a higher item level than they did. They either out-damaged them, out-healed them, or out-tanked them. And because of that, to them, item level doesn't matter. But that isn't necessarily true. To truly figure out if item level matters or not, you first need to know what item level actually does. What is its actual function besides a number on your screen? You know what number I'm talking about, right? This number right here. Then once you know what item level actually is and what it does, then you can start figuring out if it matters or not. Oh, and just a quick tip, if you inspect someone and the item level color is teal or light blue like I'm showing you on the screen right now, that means that they have been scaled down. All you have to do is hover over their item level to see what the actual number is that they've been scaled down to. So if you out-heal, out-damage, or tank someone, you did that in their scaled version and not their true item level. Just thought you should know that just in case you were bragging because you beat somebody that's higher item level, but they're actually not, you know what I mean? Or you out-tanked somebody or you out-healed somebody. Yeah, you need to consider the item level drop and the scaling too. All right, now let's explain item level. Item level is the gateway to content. Things like adventures, campaign maps, random queues, dungeons, and master content all become available as the specified item level is reached. A character's item level determines their base health points and base damage in unscaled areas only. In scaled content, this is defined by the item level of the content itself. Base health points is item level multiplied by 10%. Then modified by a roll bonus of 20% for tanks and 10% for healers. Base damage is 10% of the item level multiplied by the roll bonus, 20% for DPS, which is 12% of their item level, and 10% for healers, which is 11% of their total item level. Both these stat values then get magnified by ability scores, stats, equip bonuses, buffs, etc. This is where choosing gear that has equip bonuses, companion powers, etc. that support your role is important, sometimes more important than the item level of the item itself. Because those factors magnify your toon's effectiveness, regardless of if the base health points and base damage are coming from your total item level or the item level of the content. Your total item level also defines the cap on your stat ratings, these being the number values for your actual stat, which is on the left side. This element of your character development is a moving target as your item level grows. If your rating number matches your total item level, you get the maximum benefit that ratings can deliver into your total percentage column, which is 50%. And there's always a little bit of wiggle room. For every 1,000 points gap between your total item level and your rating, you lose 1%. This aspect does not change if you're in scaled or unscaled content. Your total percentage values are constant in all parts of the game, and these values are used in the background sums that determine the outcome of your actions in combat. It is possible to reach the 90% total percentage value cap on the stat without having the rating contribution at 50% because of the sources that go straight into that total percentage column. You know, things like gear, companions, consumables, etc. that give you percentages. This is where the piling on of the item level with no consideration of the ratings that come with it or the equip bonuses actually hurts your character because it makes the gap between your total item level and the ratings that are relevant for your role even bigger, which reduces your total percentages. Developing your total percentages as your character grows makes all content easier, but neglecting them means when you get into the content that you worked so hard to unlock, you end up being too weak or too squishy to be effective. This is also where it can be a big benefit if you have an item that has great bonus but lower item level. Sure, you might sacrifice a few hundred points of item level. That also reduces the gap between your total item level and your rating, which improves all your total percentages. But item level is not a reliable guide to how good other players are. High item level can suggest a player who has been playing for a long time, probably learned all the quirks of their class and has a good knowledge of the mechanics. But unfortunately, it can also be achieved by the use of real-life money. So by piling on easily acquired high item level but bad stat gear, you end up being carried through the content where the most desirable top gear is earned in the first place. On the flip side, a player with lower item level but good total percentages and gear choices could be an alt of a very experienced player, or a sign of someone who has taken their time and knows their tune really, really well. Item level is often thought of as being the measure of character development, and in other games this is very true, but in Neverwinter it isn't the only important number on the character sheet. Your total percentages are just as important because they apply absolutely everywhere. So yeah, item level matters, but it's nothing without proper stat balancing and knowledge of your character. There's so many things that go into being a good player. It's not just pressing gear or pressing buttons randomly. I mean, most people don't even know and neglect how to properly activate feats, stack effects in the game, balance stats, make the right companion and gear choices to elevate their character's damage, healing, and tanking output. So they struggle and get beat by players who know their tunes much better. So if you want to utilize this base damage number, you have to do more than just smash buttons randomly. Oh, and speaking of knowing your class, I've seen some rogues using this stupid class feature to Nash's concealment for some reason. Please don't. Reducing stealth loss by 10% and regenerating 3% stealth regeneration. Come on, guys.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, and also don't use Lashing Blade. I mean, you can, but Path of Blades is actually better, even in single target. And here's another quick tip. You know that companion, the Wild Hunt Rider, that gives you up to 11% combat advantage, which is a really high number? Path of Blades activates that. A lot. I mean a lot. If you haven't tried it and find out. You can thank me later. Anyways, next video is going to be about the types of toxic players and in-game toxicity as a whole. You're really going to enjoy that one, trust me. Anyways, see you guys soon. Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.
Me and me are all together, we all trash. Neverwinter used to be good, now it's trash. Me and me are all together, we all trash.